Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have prepared for you some interchangeable and reversible rustic decor DIY. Very interesting. I hope you will love it. Let's go ahead and get started. DIY number 1. For this project, I started off with this wood round that actually came from Target Dollar Spot. It was $3, but really any wood round would work. After taking off the jute twine, I taped it up right in the middle, and first I'm going to be using this chalk paint in the color white to go along the line of this tape to prevent bleeding. And then I'm going to be distressing it heavily with this gray chalk paint by Martha Stewart. This is just my choice of colors. You can really use any color that you want. Now, after I peel it off, look how beautiful this line is. Then I am just using a pencil and I am writing the word hello. Now you can use a stencil, you can use your Cricut or any cutting machine that you have if you want to do this and you're not actually comfortable doing it by hand, but this is what I decided to do. Now I'm just tracing it with a marker. After this part was done, I am taking this little mini frame rectangle that has a chalkboard piece in the middle. Now you can use any kind of frame that you have, and you can paint the middle part with a chalkboard, or you can use any piece of wood and paint it with a chalkboard paint. Now I'm just using a staple to make this loop a little bit smaller, and then I'm using a small eye bolt and positioning it right in the middle and screwing it in. And that way this little rectangle will be able to hang. Now I'm going to take a little piece of regular chalk and I'm going to write the word spring. Now this is super easy because you can just delete it and wipe it off and write any season that's in right now. After I'm done with this part, I'm going to take the jute twine that was originally on this wood round and these beads, and I'm going to string them on. And then I am going to pull the twine from the back towards the front, and I'm going to tie the knots right on the front, and that is going to be, as you can see, a hanger. After I was done with this part, I went ahead and gotten 2 little pieces of Velcro. This is the Velcro that has a sticky backing, and then I am taking a little, I think this is Daisy, and I am attaching it to it, and that way I'm going to attach it to my sign. And since it's Velcro, I can change it anytime depending on the season and depending on the flower that I want to put on. Now, I absolutely love this one. It is so beautiful. I will definitely put it on my front door. But as always, I want to hear what do you guys think about this project. Now, this video is part of the challenge that my friend Teresa is hosting. The theme of this challenge is actually to create some projects, or actually some reversible signs or signs that has elements that can be interchangeable. And I am super excited because this is such a great idea, and I'm excited to see what everybody else created. As I said, Teresa is the co-host. Her channel is Teresa B DIY. I really love her. She's my dear friend and she always have great ideas. And the co-host for this month is Sunflowers and DIYing. I'm gonna have both of their channels in the description box as well as the playlist, so you can go ahead and check it out, what everybody else created, and hopefully you can get some great ideas. Okay, let's go ahead and continue DIYing. DIY number 2. For this project, I'm using this wood tag. It is a smaller version. I got it a long time ago from Dollar General for $1, and as you can see, I already used it. Now, first I peeled off as much as I could off the paper, and then I sanded off both sides, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to take the black craft paper and I'm going to trace it and cut it out. And after that, I will cut out also this other craft paper. It looks like a shiplap. And then I'm going to use a Mod Podge to attach both of them on each side. So one of each on each side. So I just apply one layer of Mod Podge. I'm putting this on and press it as much as possible so I don't have bubbles. After it was dried, I am using a downward motion and a sanding block to sand off the edges and distress the edges a little bit, and this is how it looks like. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Now that I have both sides done, I'm going to be using these rub-on stickers from the Dollar Tree. These are feathers, and I decided to put them on this black side. I think this contrast is so beautiful. Now, some of these I had a little trouble. They did not want to transfer completely, but I don't mind. You know, guys, I like rustic. So even if it's some pieces missing, that's totally fine. But some of them were completely transferred with no problem. On the other side, I'm using this other rubber transfer with this wreath that I'm going to position on the top of my sign or this tag. And then I'm going to peel it off. It's so satisfying. And then I'm going to use the same rub-on stickers from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to spell out the word home. After that, I'm going to find where that hole was on the top and I'm going to poke it. And then after that, I'm going to start creating a little handle with the white cotton twine from the Dollar Tree and these small beads. After I string them all, then I'm going to push both sides of the twine from the one side to the other, and then I'm just going to wrap it right between the tag and the handle, and then secure it with a hot glue and cut off the excess. Super simple, and I really love this one. This is just an idea. You can of course do anything that you like, put any stickers or any kind of stencils. You can stencil something on it, but I really like how this turned out. It was super easy because these rubber transfers are so easy to use. I love both sides. I don't know which one is my favorite. What do you guys think? For all of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. On my channel, you can see a lot of budget-friendly home decor ideas, mostly rustic and farmhouse. I do try some other styles as well. I do a lot of DIYs as well, not just crafts. And if you like something like this, please check out my other videos and like this video and other videos as well. And stick around by subscribing. It is completely free. Click on notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. If you're on a social media, come and say hi. Let's get to know each other. Okay, DIY number 3. I'm going to be using this frame, but you can use any frame that you have on hand. Then I'm going to be using this truck that is from the fall season. As you can see, it has pumpkins. And I'm going to be using this gray chalk paint by Martha Stewart to distress the truck. I wanted that pink paint to show through a little bit. That's left over from the paint from Valentine's Day. Now I'm using this Waverly chalk paint in the color truffle to go over the tires as well as those highlighting those indentations that are already on a truck. And when I was done with all that, I'm really happy with the way it looks. Now I'm going to be using that truffle same paint and the orange acrylic paint, and I will paint the pumpkins. After the pumpkins are done, I'm going to be taking white chalk paint by Folkart and just distress them a little bit. I didn't want them to be so dark. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take wooden letters from the Dollar Tree. I had all except E, so I'm going to take 2 F's and I'm going to cut off the bottom so that way I can create E. After I'm done, I'm going to actually go ahead and paint them with this white chalk paint bar by Folkart, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to position them on my sign, and I will use a hot glue to attach them. After that, I'm going to be using a hot glue to attach this truck right in the middle. Now we are coming to the interchangeable part. I'm actually going to be attaching these hearts that are sticky on the back, so you can just position them wherever you want. That's for the Valentines. After that, I am going to be taking these wood cutouts in the shape of egg, color them with this celery chalk paint and this seashell pink, and then they can be also positioned on the top of this truck. And then the third option that I had was to use stars for 4th of July. And then I paint one with this white chalk paint and the other one was distressed. You can use red or any color that you want. Now, since right now is spring season, I'm using these 3 lavender picks from the Dollar Tree, or 4. And I am just attaching jute twine on the bottom actually where the stem begins, and I am securing with a hot glue, and that way I will just put it on my truck. Now I'm using a hot glue because this particular one is not really that strong, so I'm just using a little dab and I'm easily able to pull it off. Now you can also use magnets like I'm showing over here, or any other thing that you can think of, like Velcro that I used in a previous project, anything that you can take off easily. Now this is how it looks like. You already saw all of them, but I'm going to show you the rest of them that can be so easily changed for the season. Please tell me in the comments down below which one was your favorite. Mine was definitely the first one, the wood round that's going to be on my front door. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me and it helps my channel getting promoted on YouTube. If you're new, subscribe. Check out the link in the description box for my for the playlist, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in my next video. Bye guys.